guys, we are on the street today asking people their opinion on what is happening in KNUST. We heard this morning that the Vice Chancellor has been sacked, and we want to know whose fault it is. Is it the students or the lecturers? Let's begin. What's your opinion on what's happening in KNUST?
Okay, so apparently as an old student myself and hearing everything that happened, I think for a situation like that, you liaise with the students, okay, and it's not a one-way trip. You actually have to look at authorities and students at the same time, talk together, okay, and look at how to put situations together on a situation like that. Because everyone is human, okay, and responds to things in different points of view. You get it? So if it's been a case of brutality as it's being heard, the students obviously wanted to let their voices be heard in a way that from the news that's going on has been moved across and been pushed occasionally, but the authorities weren't listening. So I believe it was very unfortunate how the events turned out, but these are students who have been suppressed for a while. So I think the authorities should look at it from 2 points of view. Consider what the students are doing, not just report on the whole case that they vandalized property, so they've become and been tagged as evil, but they have to look at it from a holistic point of view. Yeah.
So who is to be blamed here? Is it the students or the lecturers and the administration?
Okay, so it's very interesting trying to put a blame, okay, but we have to look at it from both points of view. Everyone can lay a tag and say that we are right for what happened, but I believe there's no a blame game. It's a matter of sitting down and talking properly. These are not children. Once they've made their way into the university, it's important for them to be identified as adults, okay, and it's fairly natural for anyone who has come out of high school to want to be recognized as an adult once they are in the university. So this, I don't believe, is a blame game. It's a matter of talking, okay, and identifying how to get to a point where they will all actually hit at a very specific point in the middle.
What's your opinion on what's happening in KNUST?
Oh, well, I think the guys have to be called to order. They should relax. And I'm urging the president to, talk to the officers so that they'll solve the issue amicably. Because if KNUST is going down, every university in Ghana is going down, honestly. Yeah, so I think the government should be up and doing. Thank you.
One more, please. Whose fault who is to blame here? Is it the lecturers and the administration or the students?
The lecturers and administrators, the students don't have anything in this. Because if I don't trouble my kid, he wouldn't do anything bad. You understand me? So the lecturers and administration have to be held responsible for what is going on.
Concerning the KNUST issue, I guess the acts by the security personnel wasn't the best way. But the students too shouldn't have taken it to that far. Fine, you want peace, but they shouldn't have to destroy other properties from the institution. So I guess it wasn't the best way, but they should also see out how to help the students also back to school.
What's your opinion on what's happening in KNUST?
Okay, so currently, we live in a democratic world where, I have my opinions to share, you also have your opinions to share. Now, the place has been a boys', quarters for them. And then all of a sudden you come in to change and say the ladies should join. It's not fair because it has already been there since years. You understand? And then you trying to change something without the students' opinion about what you are doing. It isn't fair to the students. So I think it's not fair. It should just be the same way it is. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah.
So who is to blame here? Is it the students or the lecturers and the administration?
The lecturers and the administration, because if you are starting up something, you should at least let the students know that this is what is going on. But all of a sudden, you just say the ladies should join them. It doesn't work like that.
What's your opinion on what's happening in KNUST?
Oh, my opinion for me is cool because now the school is being closed down due to this case. And therefore, their authorities have to seek to it that everything will be okay, so that the students will also have their peace of mind. Yeah.
So who do you think is to be blamed here? Do you think the students or the lecturers and the administration?
Oh, for me, it's the administration because every problem will come from the top to the down. The students will not behave like abnormal if there is not a problem. Like from the above. Yeah.
What's your opinion on what's happening in KNUST?
Oh, my opinion, the students were not bad. It's their, how will I say it? They were oppressing them. So they have to voice out their feelings, and I think it's the right thing to do.
So who do you think should be blamed here? Do you think the students or the lecturers and administration?
All of them. All of them. The student didn't do well. The administration too didn't do well. So it's here and there. So they have to look at the two.
What's your opinion on what's happening in KNUST?
I think it's very bad. Two wrongs do not make a right. So even if the authorities didn't understand them, they could have handled it in a better way than to go around doing all sorts of bad things, destroying things. Violence is not right. Yeah.
So who do you think is to be blamed here? Do you think the students or the lecturers and the administration?
I think all of them. If the students had listened to the authorities, things wouldn't get this bad. And if the authorities too have listened to the students, solving things amicably, it wouldn't be this bad.
What's your opinion on what's happening in KNUST?
Okay, to me, I think it's a great issue concerning the administration and then the students. On the side of the students, they are fighting for their rights. They don't want anything mixed because they know their ego, and then they don't want any downfall because they have been struggling with studies before they are coming to add troubles to them. So they don't want that. And compared to other halls, they also want to stand as a clan on their own, not mixed, so that they can have weaknesses within them. No. So to me, the student has just taken a fair action, but not legally.
So who do you think is to be blamed here? Do you think it's the students or the administration and the lecturers?
I think it should be the administration because it shouldn't be something that has just begun and then ended that way. Maybe it started bit by bit, but they didn't address it well. That is why it got to that extent.
That's all for today, guys. Subscribe right here to our YouTube channel and like all our pages on our social media platform. I'm out. Bye.